Hello. Greetings and welcome, my friends. It's been a while since I've streamed anything other than Final Fantasy XIV. But today is a very wonderful day. Today is a magical day. I'm glad to hear that, Joel. I'm very excited. Robla also managed to get one of the new endings before he had to go do his business for the day. He had to go to work. Said it was very good. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I literally just woke up at 3 p.m. because I'm a degenerate with a questionable lifestyle, but, you know, it's one of the wonderful things about being an adult. You can do as you want. Anyway, without further ado, all I've done is open the game and attach it to Streamlabs. I have done nothing else. So, let's get started. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. Please choose a subtitle language. Well, as you all know, I am definitely fluent in all of these, but we're going to choose English because that's the easiest one for me. I have indeed played the original game before, and I just can't bring myself to lie to crows. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Let's say that's barely visible. Please enter the... Why did it need to know this? Is there a day-night cycle in this game? What is going on? 3:13 p.m. It just ticked over. Got it. Oh, there it is. There's that ambience. Oh. I'm glad they kept the same title screen. I love the computer monitor with the just infinite loop. Hang on, I just need to listen to this for a second. I wonder if they recorded this ambience just like in their office, or if it's like a royalty-free one. I love this. I don't know why. It's music to my ears. This is what I listen to when I go to sleep at night. FOV slider. Put it up to 80. One-handed walking, controller vibration. Everything's maxed on volume. I have a feeling my ears might start to bleed. Well, narrator definitely needs to stay at 100. Let's put it like that for now. Alright. Let's go! The end is never, the end is never, the end is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That is kind of loud.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
True.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right. Nope, everything's pretty much the same. I still can't jump. No jumping is allowed.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I want that mug. It's a good mug. You don't just leave your monitor on, especially when you have like a monitor from like 1998.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Leave me alone, Kevin. I gotta touch things. Who knows what they might have changed? Everyone just has the same mug. They just sell them at like the office store. Who farted? Alright, hold on, let me... Let's turn this down just a... Oh, I'm glad they used that song. Turn that down just a bit, and...
This is the story of a man.
Yes, indeed it is. Alright, that should be a little better. Oh, let's see if there's... This is one of my favorite things.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway.
Yep.
Here, with no distractions, to study room 417.
Yes.
Not to actually enter it.
No.
No. That would be far too
I mean, I
forward.
can't.
Stanley wanted to know it from the outside, to see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there.
Yeah.
Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something.
Yeah.
It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
Except I really do want to get in there. I open up. Oh, fine.
Ah, no, apparently not.
Yeah, how does everybody's office just leads to some fucking like maintenance area? This building. All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now here's the question: how do I begin? Do I begin by doing what he says, or do I begin by being a douche? I suppose we can listen to him for now. Well, that monitor's bright, dude. Holy crap. Okay, well, it's just nothing. This just leads outside, I guess. I don't know.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
There's a whiteboard manager. Financial panic meeting. Oh, this is so good. Smiley face up there. The group. They crossed out Cabal. I love this. I love this so much. Future was yesterday. Or what was that? Exactly. Oh, that's right. That's the slideshow changing. Is that nice? The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill it out and return it to the specialist. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with interest with another diligent employee, like yourself, be more blah 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 blah. I can't read that quick. Clear skin, metamorphosis, comatose, less air. Tips for not getting fired: talk less. Yeah, that sounds about right. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition, and don't get fired. How to solve a dispute with a coworker: let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. Yep. All right. I synergize core value expenditures, shift global market parade, monetize free to play. Wow, that's topical. Help, I'm a post-it. What do we have here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'd rather not. What's this? This the exact same mop bucket?
There was nothing here. No choice to make.
Did I use that work?
Path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No, I'm never leaving. This is my home now. Nice looking wrench.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I want to jump. I want to see what's on the higher shelf. There's just more tape.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Shipping label on this box.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
That's what you think, man.
I never would have thought to mention it.
This is ultra deluxe. This broom closet is definitely important now. You can't fool me. I know it is. It has to be.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They do, trust me.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Did you get the broom closet ending?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
It is important.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Hey, that subtitle's incorrect.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Sure thing. All right. All right. So I don't think I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he doesn't say anything else, no matter how long you wait. I'll give it a tick or two just to make sure. All right.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Yeah, I'm here.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
The broom closet.
You too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look,
Fungus!
You can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Alright. But anyway, about this, like, radioactive, like, wire they got here. Alright, anyway. Move on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, we'll head up. You heard the sentry. We go up. Can I get in the bathroom? Ooh, it's open. To be rich, is that a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be. You have to pick just one! Extreme bathrooms. I can't read it. I can't get a good angle on it. Lord. You can't even see anything in this mirror. Am I a vampire? Why does everything I interact with sound like a keyboard? I really want these magazines. Time with just a fucking clock on it. Ugh. Man, no commentary even if you shut yourself in the bathroom. Nice painting. Alright. Okay. No. Business time. Okay, I wanna see that. The beige pages. Our hostile takeover is the new biannual percentage. Game.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, I'm, you know.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
it's 8008. Okay.
By sheer luck.
I'll do it next time I'm in here.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
So fucking dark. Put in boob like a calculator. I don't like it when it gets dark. It's very creepy. There's no flashlight in this game. I can't see. Don't worry, we'll get the Minecraft ending. We'll go get the Minecraft ending after this.
Into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more
Local
free
man's
to
scared
think
of
for himself,
everything. Yes.
to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Oh, I want to go that way so bad, but another time, another time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
This looks like my bedroom.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know why. I just really like the sound effect of walking on this metal grating. It's very pleasing to the ears. You know what I mean? And it's just three random desks here. Cigarette butts? Cigarette butts? Not even there's nothing even plugged in here. Like, where are they getting this power from?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Fired!
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom.
Where's 427? There's 427. There's me. I'm right there. There's my office, except I'm not there.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I hope not.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never!
Never!
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yes.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That's right, Stanley. You will be a hero this day.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Want to turn it on, but we'll come back. Oh. Ow, my ears! Way too dank.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Yeah.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Yeah.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Well, if you insist.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Feel strong, man.
And Stanley
was happy. Good ending. Yay. Stanley is happy. We did it. Oh. Stanley was not happy after all. Okay, Stanley doesn't have the Who Farted mug. He just hates Mondays. Spyro next. Yeah, yep. We've gone back in time. Spyro is indeed next. You know what, while I'm here, let's just get another ending that's very easy to get.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
Yeah.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Nope, no thanks.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Yes.
I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Yes.
He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. The end! Yeah, nice. Good ending. Alright. Protection? No, I don't want to talk about it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, it's time for the Minecraft ending. Infinite time loop.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes. God, I want to get in there. Everybody has such nice artwork in their offices.
Yes.
Well, this is
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
This is way brighter than it was before, if I'm not being, like, insane. This is so bright. That means there's something here.
Yes. really, really worth it being here in the room?
Yes, there's something here.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I cannot read that. The text is way too small.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy
Number one
and
dad.
reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, fuck off. I'm coming back to this room. There's something here.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room. He took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First open door on the left, you say? No. Not really feeling it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty or misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. For fuck's sake. Danger. Vent access for trained employees only. Climb at your own risk. Oh my god. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Well, shit. It's 2B's office. Warning, do not stand on the side of the fence. Nope. There's no buckets past this point. I know why. I can't, because I want to save myself from fall damage.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, you know, colorblind and all that.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yep.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ooh.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
Dude, you've had years.
You were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Absolutely.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
All right. Oh, orange.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback
area.
here.
I love it.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
I get that, man.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Look at these speedrunners, dude. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. Oh, that's me. I'm on the bottom. Full baby game LP. Yeah. Why do you think I'm here, man? This is why. This is why I'm here. This is why I started the stream so early, so I'd have time to do that.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
No.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
All right.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
All right. Oh, that sound is so horrible. I forgot. That's so horrible. I've had enough.
You heartless bastard.
Oh.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Sure.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What the fuck?
Fascinating.
What
do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I was gonna say, is this Firewatch? They updated it. I cannot believe this. This is so insane. Oh, I wonder if there's going to be something else instead of the other game that was next. Oh, this is so cool. I'm blob on.
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game.
Yeah.
Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No,
Preferably
Firewatch.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
You're kidding me right now. You're kidding me right now.
This is exactly what I had in mind. Just
Why
a
is
nice
Rocket
big
League
box for you
here?
to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
This is unbelievable.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, shit. Do I get a vehicle? Oh, shit. Oh, that is... I need a vehicle. I'm too
Are you
slow.
doing it? Are you winning?
Yeah,
Is this fun?
it is.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Kind of.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out.
Yeah.
Here comes another ball.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
This is so good.
More balls.
Oh, my God. Yes. 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 Let's score like 50 goals.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Yeah.
Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right.
Oh.
Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what... Hold on.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
I'm...
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
What the fuck, dude? I mean, I remember this, but the way I got here before is a lot different. Yeah. Filing cabinets. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. I still remember this. That sound of falling is so quick. Just like, it's downright terrifying. There it is. There's the choice. I don't know what it is about this area, but it's so unnerving. Just walking in darkness, in complete silence. I just feel like there's gonna be something around the corner that's gonna like scare the shit out of me. This is it. This is Stanley's original desk in like the old like alpha version or beta. Buttons. Nope. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close,
that was fucking awesome.
Then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, man. I was just completely taken aback and not expecting that at all. How delightful.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All right.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, it's time to do the best ending. You know the one. If you know, you know. Oh.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
That's what I want to know, man. Never mind, we're not doing the best ending. It's something else has come up. Oh. Okay, this is actually pretty creepy.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yep.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, boy.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yeah.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
No way. Please tell me what's going to happen, what I think is going to happen. I can jump! Oh, but I only get limited jumps. Oh, I love jumping. Yes, yes, finally. This is so dumb, I love it. Can I want more jumps. Give me more jumps. The jump circle. God. Okay, let's move on.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Another elevator. Another like dank as hell elevator.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Well, I don't know if you were there, but I was in Firewatch.
Dictionary. There's
and
20
then Rocket
hours of
League.
new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Very good.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I like how there's just a chair here. You know what I mean? Like, just in case you're in this area and just want to take a load off. There's just a chair.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
I mean, jumping was pretty sweet.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I'm with you. Where the hell am I? There's a picture of the old This is so good. I love this. I love everything about this.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Oh, no. I mean, what's over there? There's something over there. Well, I have to listen. Coffee nut. There's a screwdriver. Oh.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Oh.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
All right. Uh-huh.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Holy.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Holy shit.
Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
True, man. Sag. Oh god. Linguists identify 15,000-year-old ultra-conserved words. Good times. Yep. They even have like a sound effect of rickety wooden floorboards. Pressurized gas. Nice. That's good. Smile because it happened. Stanley Parable was launched. Oh shit. $1. Oh, classic. Classic achievement. Yep. Unachievable. Yep. British Academy of Film and Television Arts. The New York Times. New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Oh, 50% of designer's hat. But a small creature owns the other. God. This is just incredible. Oh, yeah, yep. Oh, that's a spoiler. For anybody watching who doesn't know the original game, that's a spoiler. Don't look up there. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. What the fuck? What is
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim.
What?
It was Persona 3.
What the
It was
fuck?
all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk.
Of all the games to mention,
lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I mean, I gotta say it, you joke, but the jumping was pretty sweet. Yeah, I would have, of all the games, I thought it was gonna be like Elden Ring or something like that, or like Dark Souls, or I don't know. Skyrim was one I would have thought of too, but not Persona 3. That's so wild. True. Yep. There's the choice doors. Top 10 memories of the Stanley Parable. I remember. Memory zone maintenance. Sure. Person of the year. Stanley. There he is. Got some buttons up there. Yep, there's the buttons from the mind control facility. Yep. My God. Wait, why is that here? Yep. the bike. Wait. Yep.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Man. Superb. Thanks, Carolyn. Getting repeatable carpet textures. And the source engine. Yep.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Down here. Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh, shit.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I have a bad feeling. Even though they all should be, there's probably... Oh, no! There's a... Not recommended!
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Jesus. This map is so fucking intricate in detail that if this was actually just the entire new content, other than... Well, I guess it can't be, because I've already seen the new games, but wow. Wow! This is very symbolic. Unfunny! I just love that there's just shipping crates of Steam reviews. Wow. Nice ambience, dude. For real. Unironically. That's a recommended one. It's good. Uh-oh.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
3.1 hours.
The game is good. For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
No!
Like I let these people down.
No, Kevin.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I like that they kept the people's names, too, so these people are just forever immortalized. Nugent Schaff. Oh my. seagulls. Fine.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Cookie 9.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today.
Holy
and
shit.
It's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue. And it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Can I press it again?
Look, I'll outline it for you very... Oh, well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about.
Amazing.
I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay, sure.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
I'm having a good time.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have
Recording
no idea
this must
how
have
long
been
I'll
so
be made
fun.
to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking. I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't.
Okay, okay.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
Was this alive before? I'm pretty sure it was.
How it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Yeah.
I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me.
I can.
Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps.
God.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to
The
think
tree
about
is
you
completely
and
dead
about us
now.
and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed
Oh, not
opportunities.
again.
I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire
I legitimately
life.
feel bad
All
right
of
now.
them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust.
It's so funny how the tree is like, why is there a tree
I was
here? And it
consumed
just...
by it. I could do nothing but
instant
wallow in it
comedy.
for what felt like an eternity.
Narrator? He's gone. Can I get some ellipses in the chat? Can I get some triple periods? Well, okay. That's a horrible noise.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking in.
This is really good. This is really going far. Oh, the fan has stopped working. Still nothing.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Good lord. Seriously, recording for this entire section must have just been a fucking blast. I would have loved to do this. Man, this is amazing. How many times do I gotta hit this button though, for real? Like, how many skips are we gonna do? Oh my god. Look at that mold. What's gonna happen when I press this again? Oh. A fly? No, Rabla. Bye. Okay. Nice music. Wait, what? Dude, this ambience is so fucking creepy. I'm getting legitimately unnerved. Okay, it has become crooked. Oh. No. Freedom. Oh. Good lord, what a fucking fantastic section that was. Oh my god. That was utterly delightful.
All of his co-workers were
Yes,
gone.
indeed.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ugh.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, so anyway. Now. No, no. Come on. New content. Do I do it? Oh, God. Oh my God. All right.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Do we have to go to the slideshow again? Oh, no, we go somewhere else. Right? Yes. Are we just gonna go through?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Yeah.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Holy fuck! Holy shit!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience,
Yeah.
built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Oh.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yes. Unironically, these are like extremely good posters if they actually announced it. That's so awesome. Yet they still have their old rotary dial phones. Investor showcase, alright.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement.
Taste the sequel.
There. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
God, this is just so wonderful. Off painting K.TGA. They're back. Repeatable carpet textures. Is this a fantastic thing? There's the three crows. Crows. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted. New hotness. The back. Stanley Parable 2. The color red. More TSP, better TSP. the fucking fern from the ending I was about to do, but have been sidetracked by new content. TSP at low 2 logo ideas. Hard to say. I like them all. That one's not. I'm not so sure about that one. Thanks for attending my meeting. I think it's the top one. I think you go with the top one, right? That's like the classic. Cool. Did I miss anything? I don't want to miss anything. I can't miss anything. Miss nothing. Oh shit.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Grum. The number 2 chat at 12:02. Could they be a reference to existing things? They probably are. That's a good thought. I didn't even think about that. Probably are. I'm just let's just draw cool looking 2s on the board and then they end up looking like very bad. Like this one. What is that? What happened here? Five-minute break. Sequels are good, it's true. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Yeah. I cannot believe they just reference all this shit on here by name. That's so insane. Although some of them are true, but her sequels are good. Okay, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Yeah. This is great. This is really great. I can see why they needed to delay the game like 4 times now. Is people are just meeting at 2 p.m. They're the number 2. They're going crazy. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. Am I stuck? Okay, there we go. I was like, oh my god, am I actually stuck? Don't talk to me until I've had my sequel. Fuck's sake. Oh. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the 2 of us. You and I. Every pause button is a I've laughed so much in such a short amount of time that I feel winded. My eyes. This way to the show floor, alright. New features. Two. I want to get on the bus. I want to get on the new content bus. Holy shit!
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
I'm so overwhelmed right now. Bucket feature? Where did it say that? Where did it say that? Oh. The reassurance bucket. Oh, merch! I saw the new content. New content. The compendium. This t-shirt is the best new feature. They better sell these things for real. I'd fucking buy all of them, unironically. Reassurance bucket. Oh my god. What is that? I'm so overwhelmed. I cannot deal with what's going on right now. Alright, let's try the bucket feature.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Yes.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Okay.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Oh.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Yeah.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, please. My god!
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Well, thanks.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Board members please note that you must use the following terms as often as possible: synergy, incentivize, unpack, ping, deep dive, reach out. We do not call, we do not email, we reach out. God. Alright, I'm gonna take this with me.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Taste the sequel. Exclusive, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Please, no screenshots. Put the bucket back? No, the bucket is coming with me forever.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Indeed. What's it gonna say?
Jim.
Sorry,
Yep.
I should have clarified. Right now, the
That's
button
me.
only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
I'm Jim.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Yep.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Yep.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim.
I am Jim.
And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
All right, I can do it.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I want to press it again.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Ah, no, the Jim button. Jim. Man, this is great. Just me and my bucket, having a good time.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
What the fuck? Oh my god. What a horrible... I know that noise. Who am I again? Well, I'm Jim, dude. Yeah. What do you mean? What a silly question is that? A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The new updated ray trace more of the same, but in a good way sequel to the... I gotta say though, that floor is pretty sweet. New features, new content, new ideas. Two. System quality with just the right amount of change. Schween shaders. Oh shit! Why does it still have the baby face? Bankruptcy! That's fucked up. I'm really glad I was able to see that ending before I came in here. Oh no. Oh, now it says the button that says Jim. Fantastic. The jump circle, we know about that. The infinite hole. I'm very curious about the infinite hole. Free, new, and easy achievement. Collectibles. I got the... Oh my god. I cannot deal with this right now. It's a map. Free achievement. Settings world champion? Free achievement. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
Oh, no.
I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I wanted my achievement. Unbelievable. I feel so lied to.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Infinite hole. Gotta save the infinite hole for last.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Oh.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. Oh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Terrible, really. Good lord. Alright, let's go check out the infinite hole. The infinity hole. Wait, the jump circle. I remember this.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No! I should have left some! No, I should have left a few! How could I have known? How could I have known? I'm filled with so much regret. I was so greedy, I just wanted to jump. Oh, no. Come on. Unbelievable.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Definitely.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Aw.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Now I have to wonder if that will always pick the one you didn't pick, or if that was right all along. Good question. We will never know.
Or actually, maybe I should
Or
have
now
gone
they're
with...
all in the pictures.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Jesus Christ. And there's some in the void out there. Okay, without further ado, must go see the infinite hole. Oh my god. Yep. Yep, that's... Yep. Pretty much. More hole. Educational use only. The answer will mildly surprise you. It just keeps going. Oh my god. This is wild.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Why is it in just like a normal office? Oh.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Alright, I'm gonna go,
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Do I do it?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Uh-oh.
From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Maybe.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
All right.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven's sake. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
That was quicker this time.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yes.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
I have to jump back in.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow, okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
All right, now we're on the same
there it
page.
is.
Oh.
The shame of my life has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
I can't jump. I can't jump.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
No.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole.
No, I need to
get
see...
to do literally anything
I
else.
need to see the rest.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of the trip.
No, come back. Yep, I guess this is my life now. Oh, it's sinking. This is insane. Who knew I would have threw things off the rails this much? Oh, well, how about that? It's me. That's me right there. Change your perception? What is happening? Change your reality. Oh my god. What has happened? What have I done to this game? Change your... Oh, doggies! Oh, look at the puppies! Oh, look at them. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, I like this one. Let's keep this one forever. Yep.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
Oh, you're back.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Okay. I would really like to leave the hole, I'll be honest. Is it gonna start sinking again? Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was gonna reset.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Honestly, I should not have spent all my jumps. True. That was I was so greedy. I saw jump and I could not contain myself. Can I put the bucket back? I want to try putting the bucket back. Nope. The bucket is with me forever. The infinite hole, fine, it ended. The mostly infinite hole. Nope. Still no jumps. The hole, go back to the hole. Alright, we'll go back and have a look at the hole. I'm not gonna jump in it again. Oh, it's locked. I can no longer access the hole. Unfortunate. Alright, where's the exit? Wait, I gotta see the settings world champion. I can't. I want to see the settings world champion. What the hell? You're really gonna cockblock me like this? Why did you post Exenorate? Why did you post Exenorate? There's nothing up or down. No. That fucking emote just... I see it and I lose all ability to function like a normal person.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh. You are a gym in the game. I want the gym button back. Exit. Man, what an absolutely crazy...
All right.
thing.
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Why is this here? Don't say. New mug.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
All right.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, that is all the features.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
Epilogue.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
I want to jump in
I
the
wanted
hole.
more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, shit. Holy fuck. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, that's just literally this is so wild. I cannot believe this. Quit immediately. I don't want to quit. Quit to desktop. No, that's gonna... Why would I quit? That makes no sense. I'll just have to relaunch the game. Okay. Alright, good stream, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Why do I have to do this again? Oh god. Man, I can't believe 2 hours have passed already. Fuck. Hang on, hang on. Yeah, you sure can. You're welcome. A lot of people don't take that so seriously. They just call it like, you're welcome. You know, I'm a good guy. I'll make you a deal. You've been so cooperative. Next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Please. Yes, it kept it. Oh, I'm so happy. Man, the red, like, grady, the red hue really makes this look like a horror game. Very, very unnerving. But I love this. This is so awesome. You just go to the game and you just change the title screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is this all the same?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
Okay, I think this is all the same though. Alright. Welcome back is the achievement I just got. This is unbelievable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is truly the sequel.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley picked up the bucket.
The bucket's here. I can't believe this. What the fuck is this game? I'm so fucking happy. I seriously love this video game so much.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
I love the bucket. If I close these with the bucket, does he make a comment that I'm with the bucket?
Stanley took the bucket with him into this little hallway and closed the doors. This was their hideout. No one would ever find them here. Of course, no one would ever find them anyway because everyone was missing. But Stanley chose to ignore this fact and instead focus on how cool the hideout was. Just him and the bucket, two renegade heroes against the world, inside their secret, undetectable hideout, here, next to room 417. What a treat.
Oh, God, I did not think that was going to happen. I'm so fucking happy.
Ah, no, apparently not.
Oh, fantastic.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, I don't know what to do now. The bucket is giving me pause to any decision I would normally make. There's more of the balloons. Okay, I had to get the goofy ending. Right. Okay, let's try this again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I'm gonna laugh myself into a fucking coma today. This is insane. This is insane.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Can I fill up the bucket?
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Indeed. All right, let's...
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
No, bucket.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay, we have to...
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
This new commentary is the best thing ever.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this
What the
place
fuck?
eventually.
What?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the adventure line? We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I wanted the adventure line ending, but oh my god, no way. Oh, no commentary. I can't believe that the broom closet is just like one of my friends. It's a character from the original game. Oh my god.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Yes!
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
True.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I just so didn't even intend for this to happen. I cannot believe that this has happened. Maybe I should have hit no on that question so I could, like, do all the endings again and then come into this, but I don't know. I'm very happy. Follow the line.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh my god.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No, I refuse.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it for the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and... The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
All right, I'm glad I did not compromise my morals and just immediately feed the bucket to the Bucket Destroyer. That would have been an instant bad ending. Speaking of endings, is that just an ending? It is! Good lord.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh my...
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, let's try. No, I'm not. I can't take the bucket this time. I need to do an actual ending. Why is that? I want to go on that door. No, don't take the bucket. Don't take the bucket. Not this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I need.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I need to.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Yes.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
No.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. Yeah, this game basically caters to my particular breed of person.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Right.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
All right. Why is there a second door here? It doesn't go anywhere.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Yeah.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
All right. Oh, the balloons have vanished.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket is not here either.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Don't worry, I'm sure I'll be fine. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for enjoying the madness.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
All right.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got
It actually says the Stanley Parable too.
To make sure we don't get
oh my
lost,
god.
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Just like that minor touch. This game did. No. The store is actually open though.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. I like how there's a trademark on the line in the subtitles. Yo, Solitaire.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
There it is.
cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yes. Very fern-like.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Bye. Oh, now the 2 is gone.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I acknowledged it. Oh. Yeah, bye.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
After a long time, Stanley died.
Who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
The end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, I'm absolutely taking the bucket this time.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Oh, I have an idea.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Yeah, take the bucket.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans.
Excuse me?
And the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger.
If only.
Of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
It doesn't have a brow.
No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults.
What the fuck?
I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of...
No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like... My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? What the actual fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is utter badness. So yeah, about that...
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Alright, let's see what else we can do with the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Thanks. Violet James, you are fired. Money and more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. That is indeed a colored-in segment. Stripes. Requires more secondary research. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Bucket. Oh.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
The fuck?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Let him have it. Yeah, fuck you, broom closet.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Bye.
All right, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, so... What? I can't deal with this. Okay, I don't even know. I just have so many options. I'm so overwhelmed. I kind of want to go downstairs with the bucket. What the hell? It's a collectible!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley
Holy
figurines.
shit.
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I can't believe that all this shit...
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I can't believe they're actually just in the game. This is unbelievable.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
I gotta go.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with
But it
someone
says
else's
property of
bucket?
Stanley.
This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
Oh, it's gone.
Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the runes were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
But it truly did. He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
My God.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself.
Heck yes.
My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I'm just floored at how much they're running with this whole bucket gang. It's so good. Oh, I got the alternate office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
and now
to the
it's just
meeting room.
permanently
Perhaps he had
there.
simply missed a memo.
The stickers are just there all the time now. I'm flabbergasted. Ooh, welcome to the whiteboard. Any dog mode?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I don't know if I want to leave dog mode on or not. I guess I will for this particular playthrough.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright, we'll go upstairs this time. Property of Stanley. I cannot believe this. These are actual hints. These are actual hints, because that's the two I have. Oh my god. Somewhere both red and blue, nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important... So there's one in the bathroom. There's clearly one in the bathroom. Oh my god, everything is just about the figurines now. C/clues/myclue.jpg. Do not leave the office before reporting back on any new findings. Teamwork communications are great importance during an unprecedented time of investigation. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. This is insane. This is so insane. This game is so insane. There will be a reward for hiding them all. Stop kidding yourself. Alright.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Unfortunate. Alright, we'll move on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Bathroom. Yes!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Excellent. Oh, I need to do that one ending with the bucket. Will it be different with the bucket?
Stepping in.
Okay, here we go. We're now leaving. Forgot that was... Is this going to be exactly the same with the bucket? I mean, I guess there's no narrator. The narrator is just gone. So, I guess it wouldn't surprise me too much if it was the same. Oh, it's so dark. I'm a dog. I gotta go. There it is. Well, this is different. Oh! I cannot believe this. This is ridiculous. Stanley has hands, by the way. He's gonna let the bucket escape. Wow. Game's incredible. Hey, wait, now the bucket's gone because it escaped. But I need my bucket endings. I let it escape.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. This room is not my favorite room. Yep, the one in the bathroom is now crossed out. Large room with lots of boxes, somewhere both red and blue, and nearby a fireplace. The red and blue is the 2 red and blue doors from the video game ending, I think. Probably. Nearby a fireplace and a large room. I don't know where those 2 are.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
That sounds the same as before.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I forgot the code.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
well, that's a
Stanley
fireplace.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I forgot how crazy this game is even without the new content.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, not today. Now it's my turn to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No. Ah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Instantly killed. Collectible? Oh, come on, it doesn't even say 2.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
It's kind of fucked up. I like 5. Oh. Kevin Brighting. What a fantastic voice you have. Based on the work of the Stanley Parable 2013 team. I wonder if there's anything new in this museum for Ultra Deluxe. Fun. Early version of the lounge. Man, that's pretty empty. Nowhere near the majestic room I know. Cargo left, yep. What is that noise? Oh, it's... A previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone lead to a different ending. Oh. I don't recall reading about that last time. Yes. Seems to be pretty much the same. Ah, yes, the Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged to another part of the game. We ran 4 major teacher trailers over the course of the game's development, each one to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms in which the narrator informing viewers that he's preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Neat. There was something there. What was there? There was something there. Hey. Boss office. Lounge, mind control facility, early version.
Stanley jumped in the river.
Narration outtakes? I don't remember this.
Stanley stood on the snow.
Oh.
Stanley walked over the bridge.
What bridge?
Then he pushed the number 8.
8.
Stanley pushed the big red button.
Alright. There's the exit. Was there anything over here that I didn't see? Game design mock-up. Oh yes. Stanley's office.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
The sequel is not... This whole sequel... This whole sequel joke is so good.
Forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Uh-oh.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Monk ass.
Don't let time...
Splat. That's okay, I'm fine. Oh, all right. I'm gonna continue for a while, a bit longer, but I need a bathroom break. So, a moment. BRB. Oh, that's not centered correctly. Let's try that again. There we go. Alright. I returned. Ugh. It's a good thing my roommate is not home, because he'd probably be questioning why I'm up here just cackling like a hyena for hours. It's good water. Agua. Okay. Let us resume the video game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Replacement bucket. Yes. I just love this. Oh.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Sure.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright, what do I have left to do with the bucket? Oh, I should go for the freedom ending with the bucket. This is so insane.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
I forgot what it is. I have a horrible memory.
Did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos?
Good.
It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Ah, I was so close. What did I even press? Oh, I think I put 04. Right.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Bucket is definitely guiding me.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Property of Stanley.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
It's fantastic, isn't it,
It would be
Joel?
all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I can't believe how much effort they put into the whole, like, sequel joke and the whole bucket joke. Like, they
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I want to go in there with the bucket, but, God, I was just there. I'll come back another time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered
They
to
I just
themselves.
recorded new lines for like every single section for when you're with the bucket. It's just absolutely insane.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley...
Yeah, no wonder,
gently,
exactly.
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I cannot believe this. It's so dumb, but it's so good.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I just cannot believe this.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Man, I really was gonna come down here and press the on switch, but this whole narrative really makes me just want to turn it off and do the good ending with the bucket. Ugh. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I have to turn it off. Way too dank.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it.
Oh
Stanley
shit,
and
Marcus,
the bucket
that's
had defeated
genius.
their greatest and
But would
darkest
it be
enemy,
Minecraft, though?
freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
What?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Well, okay. That's kind of fucked up. We got the alternate office again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dog move.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
All right, what else can I, all right.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
True.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, he didn't. They just put these balloons everywhere,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, bucket.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Oh, but now I don't want to...
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, I didn't. Nope.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring
remember
the
that
bucket
now.
here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh, man. I can't deal with this video game, dude.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Alright, I'm gonna answer truthfully.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Fuck off.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
This fucking music, yeah.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Good call, I did it.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Are they just all not buckets? Alright.
Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I want to hit yes so badly. I want to hit yes so badly.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Tractor. I'm flabbergasted.
Is this a bucket?
All right, fine. It's not a bucket.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
My stomach hurts, dude.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
I can't deal with this.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Oh.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
What is happening right now? No, I don't believe that. I feel like the answers to these questions can lead to like 16 different endings.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Am I a bucket?
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything is a bucket.
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more...
Imagine being paid to say these things.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Sure.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Oh my God. This is exhausting. The
good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go all the way up this time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Wait, there's a lot of boxes in here. There's a collectible in here. There's a fuck ton of boxes. Where is it? It's got to be in here. Where's the collectible?
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
It's right there.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was
How do I get
speaking
over
to
there?
him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unflinchingly did whatever the bucket asked.
There's a vent.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Sure.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
What if?
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh, no way.
It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
No fucking way.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last?
Oh, my God.
How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
The humor.
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threatened our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Yeah.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
All right. Hey, why is one of the stickers on the bucket is missing?
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say?
The thing is
ridiculous.
gone.
How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
What a horrific war that was, too.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, or not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room.
Yeah, clearly.
What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
No way.
Here we go.
Okay.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay. On the left.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar.
Oh my god.
No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos.
Yes, clearly.
That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Wow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's do one more ending, and then I'm gonna... I didn't know this was here. And I'm gonna call it a day because I'm really hungry right now. Oh. I don't even know if I should take the bucket. I want to get that collectible that's in that room. Alright, well, let's take the bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Where do I go? Where do I go? I went down there already. Ugh. Can't go there because that ends up at the thing. Okay, well... we'll go here. Somewhere both red and blue. I need to go there without the bucket. Nearby a fireplace. That's the one that's getting me. Where is a fireplace besides the boss's office? Maybe the alternate boss's office. Ah, that's an idea.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining sticker. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
$2804.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
I'm really
Stanley
bad at
may
this.
have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Well, I found the one near the fireplace.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Yes.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one?
I don't know,
Let me
man.
sit on it.
Number go up
I'm
good.
sure it will come to me.
Number go up. I'm only missing 2. Just the one in the cargo area, and the one that's probably by the video game doors.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Never.
Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
On.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
No, bucket!
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
What? What? Cannon, come back.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Penguins!
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
True that.
And Stanley was happy.
I cannot say I expected that. Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, goodness me. I want to keep playing, but I'm starving. I need to eat, and I need to do other things that one must do in their life. So, alas, it is time to bring the stream to an end. But I need to see the main menu again. Stanley Parable 2. Absolutely unbelievable. This game is way more than lived up to the hype that I was expecting. Like, man, this is just so great. It's so dumb in the best way possible. The expo hall just blew me away. It's so good. Ugh. Anyway, friends, I appreciate you hanging out and watching. I'll get the VOD uploaded. I'll have to make sure to send Cannon the silly birds. Alright, goodbye. Have a good one.